YouTube. Things are going quite well with Dumbarton in our third season in the Premiership. I've just done a 2-hour stream. We're going to quickly recap how that's gone. And by the end of this episode, we're going to recap how the first half of the season with Dumbarton has gone. Our first season in the Premiership, that is. If you want to check that out, stick around in the video. Let's run that intro. And when you see me in just a second, we're going to recap what's just happened on stream and how we lay 5th in the Premiership in our first season in charge of Dumbarton in the Prem. As always, before we get into it, thank you so much for the support. There's been great support on the 442 video and of the videos so far. People are really enjoying these more recapy sort of videos than just turning out for a game and it being very focused on that game, and that's about it. With that being said as well, we've just got off stream on the 12th for the 3rd. VODs are up for 30 days, so hopefully this video is out within 30 days of this being filmed on stream. And since we last met, which was of course the Celtic game, which go check out, there will be a link at the end of the video to the playlist for the channel for this save. We have gone on a little bit of a run, and things have gone well because we sit in the table, but I do have to say, there is a disclaimer here. It's very tight, it's very tense, and there's a few things that if they go against us here, we're about to have our hard run of games against Hibs, Aberdeen, Celtic, etc. Maybe we're not sitting where we need to sit exactly. Look, let's start with Queen's Park because this is one of the low points of what's happened. We played Queen's Park when they were bottom and had a massively negative goal difference, which I still think they have because they got slapped by Rangers and by Celtic. We absolutely dominated this game, but 2 moments of madness created by Marshall, who's a very quick striker, outline the issue that we do have in this 4-4-2 system. Now, it's a great system, don't get me wrong. It definitely overperforms, but we have 2 slower centre-backs and proven by one quick striker from Queen's Park. You see that goal for Marshall. Lickett's got 9 speed, 11, and Smith's got 12 acceleration and 9 speed. A guy like this who is one of the better strikers in the league, even though he's playing for Queen's Park, who look like they're getting relegated, but have actually just turned a corner recently, isn't too great. You can see here again with another ball over the top. This one's a little bit better interplay, as you can see. A good ball and a great run. But Lickett and Smith getting beat to that one. It's not all doom and gloom, though, boys. We did beat Hearts 4-0 for our first win in the Premiership this season after throwing away a 2-0 lead against Celtic at Celtic Park, which you can hear. The new signing, Sockler, has come in with a bang. So far, he's got 6 goals in 8 games with an assist and 1 player of the match at a 7.21. We did highlight him in the last video. He should have got a work permit initially, didn't, but got one on appeal after playing 3 years at Aberdeen. He's been fantastic, scoring goals for fun. And, shout out to Polly in our Twitch chat who said there's no way you should sign him, he can't score. This guy has looked fantastic since coming in this game against Hearts. On his debut, he did find a goal, and he did find an assist for Ben Lickett, who, by the way, scored 2 goals from 2 corners. He may get beat over the top, but at 6'6", the man knows how to head a goal into the back of the net. As you can see here, Sockler at the front stick making a good run. It was pretty damn special. It was good to see. And then obviously we have the goals here for Lickett. One from a corner, which Sockler actually cut superbly back stick for Lickett to tap in. But the next one is the one that you all love to see. And Lickett's got a few goals this year, being 6'1". Big man, front stick, head that home, rising highest over everyone. You come to expect that from a guy that is 6'6". That actually takes him to only his 2 goals for this year, but has 4 goals in all competitions, all headers, or part of the one that you saw on the foot, all from set pieces for us as well, and it's caused havoc every time he's in the box. We then lost the Rangers 3-6 in a big game there on stream as well. 9 goals, Rangers dominated. We'll say if you look at the stats, we actually had good XG and did okay. I will say that we only had 5 shots on target, scored 3, so maybe a little bit lucky with 6-3. Maybe we should have got pumped a bit more. Rangers definitely a much better side than what we've done. Hearts was an interesting game, but it came after 2 clean sheets. We actually drew to Dundee away from home, which is a great result. And we built Kilmarnock, who we've beaten a couple of times already in this save 2-0. As you can see here, we were much the better side. We got Smith scoring from a corner and Sockler getting on the score sheet as well. We unfortunately then lost the Hearts 2-0 in the Via Play Trophy. This one stung a little bit. If you're looking at the stats of the game in the top left-hand corner there, we had better XG. We missed the penalty to go 1-0 up. We had 16 shots on the day, more possession, and 2.59 XG, as mentioned just previously. As you can see here, the XG table kind of tells the tale of this one. Unfortunately, I had 2 shots on target. Our mostly rotated team did fall by the wayside here, and unfortunately not really the case. Hogarth may be on a 6.3 there, but what he has done so far, the young goalkeeper, has been developing, and it's a good thing that he's been developing because Ferrian has been developing out of this world. He only has a 2 mil release fee because we tried him down to a full-time deal so he can develop that little bit more. I expect to lose him maybe in the January transfer window for 2 mil, definitely next season. So we really need Jay Hogarth, the other goalkeeper, to really go and develop that little bit more. Other results that came in the stream were a 2-1 win to St. Mirren, which is a big game for us because St. Mirren came up with us. They're actually having a pretty good year at the moment as things stand, but, wasn't easy for us. Yet again, if you look at those stats in the top left-hand corner, better XG, look good. This 4-4-2 at home is really, really strong, but we needed a 90th minute winner from none other than Sockler, who's been a fantastic signing since coming in and has done a very good job. Frankie Vid, full to Sockler after Archer save. We lead 2-1. Thank you very much for coming. We then had a pretty shock loss to Livingston. When I say shock, we were away from home. And these games do happen, unfortunately. It wasn't our best day out. Livingston were the better side. And these results do happen. And straight away off the bat, look at the games that we've lost. We've lost to Rangers, we've lost to Hibs, we've drawn to Celtic, we've drawn to Aberdeen. That's not bad. But drawing to Queen's Park and Dundee, especially Queen's Park at home, not good results. Losing to Livingston in the manner that we did, a 3-0 down, we never had a sniff. Probably not good either. Which brings me to the table, which highlights the fact that, yes, we're on 16 points. We have a -0 goal difference. There's Queen's Park on -12, as I mentioned earlier. They got slapped around a little bit. There's potential that for the next few games we do not win a game, and then it's Queen's Park away. This will all be recapped in the second part of this video in just a second. But there is potential for us to go on a little bit of a losing streak and fall out. The target for us is definitely 36 points to stay in the league. I doubt we're going to finish in the top 5 from what I've seen. Aberdeen are currently bottom on 7 points and they're third favourites to win the title this year according to the season preview. So I have to say, things are going well, but disclaimer alert, I think we've slightly outperformed ourselves at the moment, and that's backed up by the XG table. As you can see here, we're 1 goal under our XG, we're 1 goal under our XGA, we're on the same amount of points. Usually when you're a good team and you're doing a good job in the league, you're outperforming your data. We haven't really outperformed any of our data. We're lucky that we haven't conceded more goals, and it's down to our goalkeeper. If things start to go and how they should go, we'll be under our XG, we'll be under our expected points. We should actually concede more than our XGA because we're not the greatest side in the league. For me, that means that we're going to finish anywhere between 7th to bottom. I don't think we'll get relegated though, and I think things are going okay. The last thing that I want to mention here quickly as well is the staff. We've actually gone and recruited some staff. We actually have the best staff in the league. If we had the facilities, which we definitely do not have the facilities, as you can see there are basic youth and adequate training, which is like one of the lowest combos that you can have, means that as much as we have the best staff in the league, we're not going to get the best amount of development. And what that means for us is that it's all well and good until we're getting into Europe consistently, turning over profit, we're not going to really see the big development in these bigger young players. So a lot of these guys that we've signed, in order to bring in funds and do the facilities, expect us like Ferrian, Montoya, Derrich, these sort of guys to be sold in the future to pave way for future facility upgrades and for other young players we bring in that we can keep onto longer term and obviously develop around. Lucky last we did have a game against Motherwell, and I do want to show a goal here quickly that I know Montoya wasn't the goal scorer of, but this kind of highlights on the break in the 4-4-2 and how important it is. There will be a link to this 4-4-2 at the end of the video, but this is where these goals come about. I'm just glad this one was roughly in the mind, and this is why you need to keep your striker in a 4-4-2 on stay wide. Straight away we win the ball, it's flicked out to Checo. Straight away Montoya's gone, I need to go wide here to peel wide, to basically be a winger and stretch these two. And then he does the right thing, holds it up. Sometimes you get a striker that will beat the man and get it in the box as well, which is fine. But he finds the winger to Checo, and Sokler makes the run, and it is 1-0 early doors against a team that we should be beating. And for me, that is a very, very, very big moment to highlight that that's how the 4-4-2 works. That's enough talking for now for this little part of the recap video. You know, it's 11 minutes right now, so that's perfectly fine. I know we've got some big games coming up here before November as well. What I might do before these big run of games is... You know what? No. I think that's going to be the end of the video here. That's a 9-minute video. Nice little easy recap of the first few games in the Premiership. Next time we come back, I'm going to go through these bigger games here as well, and we're going to recap them. I'm going to do a recap from the end of October to December. I think is something that we could do. Maybe even a bit of January. There's only 3 games in there. And recap these results against some of the bigger teams around and see where we sit after we go through this next tough run. For us, it's all about being into this relegation group, in staying out of the relegation fight. But when the leagues do split, because they do split into the relegation group, making sure that we're clear enough that when we play the teams around us, that we can win and make sure we're well clear of relegation. With that being said, thank you for checking out the episode as always. I am going to run the Yes You Twitch plug quickly because the vlog is the VOD, I should say, is out on Twitch. So I'm going to run that right now, and then when you come back, I'll conclude the video, and you guys have a great day. You, yes, you, follow me on Twitch. You watch all my content live and, of course, all the VODs for all your viewing needs. The Twitch is the place to go, and for funny clips like this.
Can you fucking shut up?
Pietro Pellegrini is a freak, Mum.
Honestly.
Pietro Pellegrini is a freak. I highly do recommend the Twitch. You can come watch all this live, all the madness, all the speaking. We have a great community over there where you can talk Football Manager, you can talk, Premier League football in terms of English Premier League or any sort of other wacky things that we do to speak about in the Twitch chat. Highly recommend. It is a place to go to come and catch me live and interact with the wonderful community we have. It's a small knit group, so you're definitely going to get a lot of interaction from myself. With that being said, as always, there is a link to the 442 video here. There is a link to the playlist, so you can stay up to date with this playlist now. Let me know if you enjoy these small recap videos. 90% of the people watching aren't subscribed, so please hit the subscribe button. I want to get to 450 subs by the time FM25 comes out. I know I'm only 4 subs away, but for me to get subs, it's really, really hard. Check out these videos. Have a great day. And guys, see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.